Hello everyone, and welcome to the Sibelius Academy of the University of Arts in Helsinki to follow this series of workshops on orchestral repertoire for the brass instruments. As the name of our school suggests, Jean Sibelius and his music play a key role in the Finnish musical life. Naturally, the Finnish symphony orchestras have a strong tradition in playing his music. The Helsinki Philharmonic Orchestra, conducted by the composer himself, gave first performances of most of his orchestral works. In these sessions, the brass teachers of the Sibelius Academy will be working together with our students on excerpts from the symphonies of Jean Sibelius. We will have a session with the French horns, with the trumpets, and the low brass, i.e. the trombones and the tuba.
Good. The first note, play that kind of crescendo. It's written crescendo possibile, but that what comes to that dynamic, what you play, this talita-tida. Now it was a little bit less the crescendo, and maybe a little bit more clear that the first note you play proto, the ba 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 ba, and then it's a little bit lighter, pam 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 pam. That's coming the phrase better this way. And the next one, it's written poco forte. Start less there, then you can build an other phrase again. Yam pam 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 pam, pi bim pam pam, pi bi dom pi dom pi, and so on.
Okay. Yeah, and then a small detail, but I think quite important, is exactly where Aki was singing ti dam pa dam pi. It's very easy to have the second note disappear because if we do the diminuendo each time as it's marked, the second note is always a lower note. So it very easily sounds da, and so I think in my experiences I try not to do any diminuendo, but as it goes down it already sounds softer. And then coming to di ta ta ti dam pa ta ta dam, there is important to stay with the tempo so that your triplet doesn't take too long. So you need to be arriving at letter N on time. This is a big, again, sort of jubilant Sibelius moment.
And some conductors even want to flow it.
Yeah, that's right.
So it really goes to N.
These can be in a variety of different tempos, depending on the conductor. Some are very slow, some just kind of go through it in a very light way. So this is a place where you have to be really prepared for the first rehearsal to have a few tempos under your belt so you don't get caught in the moment. Okay, let's do that one more time, please. Yes.
Take time there in the ending. It's not written really rallentando, but it's coming to the...
It should be a... And then there's a silence. And also, I think on the last note, try not to make any diminuendo to the last note. Then it sounds natural. Okay, let's have a listen to that one. so it's quite interesting to listen to that because you can still hear the diminuendos even though I'm not trying to do them. Or I'm trying not to do them, let's say, put it this way. The second movement and 3 bars after I.
Good, good. Take a look that after I, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, the 9th, pick up to the 9th bar. It's only forte there, it's lighter.
Sorry, got carried away.
That's okay.
Then you can make a new crescendo again, and then maybe in the end before K, 3, 4, 5, 6 bar before K, you can start to do more crescendo there, and then keep less the long note before K, but in that bar, dam, ba-dam, ba-da, and then you go a little bit down and then make a new crescendo.
Okay.
Also the pick up to, say, 4, 5, 6, pick up to 7 bars before K, that should be the pickup already in forte. Pam, pam, so the 2 notes are the same dynamic. I like the way that you play at 16th notes, ba ba, ta 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 ta, subdividing exactly. That's a good way in Sibelius to do that, not to be too light. That sort of gives you that monolithic sort of big sustained feeling. And also dee da dam, they're also very exact. Okay, let's listen to it. And there, in this version, the 16th notes, they were quite short. Bum, bum. And that's the way that she wants them to be played. Some conductors want broader, but still on time, like exact. Okay, so we have a new section here. And we start from the 7th bar of letter E. And because the nature of this passage, I will conduct this time. Here's the 7th bar. 1, and 2, and. Okay, good. And then now you're a little bit lazy, or laid back, say. Think of a waltz. It's just a waltz in 4, basically. I mean, 4 times a waltz. Let's put it this way. Okay, but good. Intonation is good. And now we go to letter F. To letter F directly. Great. So this rhythm, this theme is elsewhere in this movement. It's a triplet theme. It's from the start of the third movement. And here we play 4 notes instead of 3 notes. I find that it helps me to think about the downbeat of the second bar. Somehow. Not I think like sort of try to give it a musical phrasing. It also helps us to be together if we sort of phrase towards the second bar. Yeah, good, we stop there. Yeah, now it's already pretty good. Now what we're missing is the accelerando. There it says, poco a poco meno moderato, al allegro moderato, ma poco a poco stretto. So that it basically says that accelerando all the way through it. 1, 2. And I think it can be even more energetic in the accelerando.
I played one wrong note.
It's all right, don't worry about it. It's life, it's life. Okay, let's listen to it. So there again we have this sort of sustained feeling that Sibelius music needs to have. When you play these long notes, you just hold on till the end, no diminuendo whatsoever. It makes that solid rock feeling happen. All right, let's go to the finale. Now we do the famous ending. Maybe, perhaps one of the most famous endings of all symphonic music. Okay, I don't want to kill your lips, so let's talk now a little bit before we play the whole thing through. I think that we have to make sure to not to have the breathing disturb the melody line, or to, in other words, to cut the note before the breath too short. Now there's two ways I think we can do it. The first way is to just extend the note as long as possible. Take really a very, very quick breath, as quick as possible. Do it together, so like every 4 bars. Or you can make a plan to alternate. And there are possibilities, because every now and then you're doubling a note. Third bar, the very last note on the first trumpet part. So you could take that off, in which case the second trumpet needs to play that note stronger. So you have to play for 2 people instead. That's when you're alternating, you always have to remember to play stronger, so you sound like 2 people. Okay. Then, in the next bar, in the 4th bar, the third trumpet could leave out the very beginning of that first note, the bottom C, because the second trumpet is playing that note. 1, 2, 3. 4th bar of Largamente Assai, the second trumpet could leave out the last note, the C, because then the third trumpet is playing that. So it's possible to work it out for the whole passage like that. Certain notes, or you just, the way I like to do it is just to play everything, but really breathe very quickly.
Yeah. But if you don't do that way, you just play the phrase.
Yeah.
So you take a breath in the bar line,
That's right.
not after a third or second beat.
Always on the bar line.
And now when we came to this place where we have a first time the accent, so prepare, show that now it's coming the accent. So it's really different. I didn't notice when you play first time that there is an accent.
Yeah.
So it's a surprise. And then nothing while, and then it's come again later.
With the accent, with the accentuated notes, some conductors want it to be separated from the previous note a little bit more, like dan, di, da, dan, di. And some conductors, like you will see here with Osmo Vanska, he wanted everything to be joined. So we do the accents, but it's still beautiful. It's still kind of in the context. I think that for me, this accent is like of the swans. But it has to sort of be in a musical context, so it's still beautiful. It's just how you shape the note before. I think that's the question here. And so, as Aki said, let's try to breathe on the bar line. 4 bars each time, breathing on the bar line. Okay. And think this way. Don't think about the big intervals at all. Just try to think sustained and vertical. So here is that 6th bar of O, 1, and crescendo. Forte. Pa. Pa. Yes. You know that the timpani is playing pa, pa in the ending. Okay. Okay, so we have these six chords here in the end. As you notice, it's not so easy to be in tune here after all that stuff. So you have to be extra careful to not to just play something, but really be focused in tune. Okay, yeah. Then there's sort of little bit of a curiosity in bar 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bars after R, letter R, Roger. Sometimes the conductors want the first trumpet to play bam, 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 bam. That comes from the flutes and the oboes. And because the orchestra is playing so strong, it hardly can be heard normally. So some conductors would ask you to play that note, but it's not original, of course.
When you play this few times, especially from air, then you find maybe in second trumpet and third trumpet what is more interesting also. But you will find it.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll listen to this.
Yeah, let's listen to it.